We got some more Cheeto that we're gonna watch. I've never seen hypocrisy like this. I believe talking about Pokimane. Let me fix the quality of this real quick.
Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about Pokimane's recent
It is
Twitter crash
Pokimane.
out, where a bunch of different things...
Dude, she's always crashing out. Like, just shut the fuck up. It's not that hard. Just shut the fuck up.
happened. She said a bunch of hogwash, and a lot of people are criticizing her, and I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon. Now, I've always been the first guy to criticize Pokimane for the hogwash that she's been spitting, so this is nothing new, but I think this time around, it's like really just showing how tone-deaf she is, you know, with some of the stuff she says. She must not understand the position she's in, and I think it's just really embarrassing at this point. Now, the first thing is the most mild. I think we'll start off with, like, because there's a bunch of things that happen, we'll start off with, like, the least
I think she's more out of touch than anything.
Embarrassing thing, and we'll progressively get to the more humiliating stuff that took place. Now, the first thing is that she decided on a stream to give viewers advice about breakups and relationships, which this is a woman who's known for calling men incels, and, you know, she calls the men who disagree with her in any respect incels, right?
And also, she's not a normal person, so she doesn't date like a normal person because she's a rich person. She doesn't just, like, date poor people, which most people are.
Incel standing for involuntarily celibate. Basically, her criticism to people, or her roast, her clapback to those criticizing her, usually men criticizing her, is to just say that these men don't get pussy, which is an incredibly weak argument. And I think when a woman uses that as her go-to sort of response to a guy, it tells you a lot about how she views men, and it tells you a lot about how she can be sort of, you know, expected to interact with men. And this is definitely shown further with a bunch of other things she said throughout the years. So when she goes on to give relationship advice, people think it's a little bit funny how somebody who clearly is like 30 years old calling people incels, yet she is unmarried and she doesn't have kids. It's like, that's kind of ironic.
And she makes money pretty much based on how she looks.
You know, you're pushing 30 years old. I'm sure at this point you're reaching a level where fertility is in question. You are going to be, as you're getting older, you know, at questionable levels of fertility. And that might be like a strange thing to hear me say, but it's just a fact of life, right? We all get older and our ability to produce children does decrease throughout time.
I don't think that she should reproduce, honestly.
And I just think it's strange how somebody like this, you know, is going to give anybody relationship advice. Now, that being said, that's just the idea of it. That's the principle of it. That's just me saying, I don't want to hear it from her. Now, that being said, the advice that she gave wasn't bad at all. I just think whenever I see a tweet captioned, Pokimane gives advice on relationships, even if the clip is good, I never want to hear it. I never want to hear what she has to say. Now, her actual advice was basically to say, when you're getting broken up with, distract yourself. It's not bad advice.
And just know it's going to be okay. I actually... throughout my whole life, whether it was a boy in high school or a boy now,
always talking about high school. Can never get their minds off of high school because that's really where they're at in their minds.
I have one major tip for breakups, and it's a bit more of a psychological tip. It's not like a focus on yourself, go to the gym. Everybody hears that shit. Okay, let me tell you a tip that, like, you're gonna feel like you're mind controlling yourself a little bit, okay? It's a practice called noting.
Before we dive back in, here's something you can actually do. You create cap 20, hit open up burning, stick to me, and play. If you're curious, I truly don't want to like listen to her spend 3 minutes to explain a simple concept, so I'll just give you the TLDR. She basically just says that every time after a breakup that you experience something nice.
Thank you for giving me the rundown because I did not want to hear her speak for that long.
That takes your mind off of the breakup. You should take a literal note of it. You should write it down. So after a while, you can go back and see how many times you enjoyed life without being with this person. I mean, it's not bad advice. But anyway, we're reacting to a video by Hero Hey, and he goes on to criticize
I love me some Hero Hey.
This clip for specifically saying, well, I'll let him say it.
Know it. There's more.
The TLDR of what she said is like try to focus on positive things, not the negative things, right? Quick TLDR. Now that said, Nux is not wrong either. Like, she might not be the best person to be giving relationship advice. There is one thing that I do dislike about what she said, though. And I'm sure you can all, like, I'm sure you all know what I'm going to play next, but let me play this, like, 5-second part of what we just watched.
Of a psychological...
Yeah, by the way, I love it whenever people give relationship advice, and they're always constantly in and out of relationships. And it's just like, so just because you're always in and out of relationships, that doesn't mean that you're good at relationships. Actually, that means you're the fucking opposite. Like, what are we doing here?
Logical tip. It's not like a focus on your song, go to the gym. Everybody hears that shit, okay?
So yeah, clearly her phrasing about like focusing on yourself and going to the gym is negative. Like she is disparaging that advice and acting like her advice is so much better, which is funny for two reasons. One, first of all, her advice about trying to focus on positives, that can be linked to going to the gym, dude. If you had a bad day and you go to the gym and then you're happy about your workout and the people you see there and stuff, that quite directly leads to like being able to focus on positive things.
I think also the high from it, you get high from it, especially after a while.
I think there is a market of people trying to solve problems that have already been solved, and I think that Pokimane is falling into this category, right? She's trying to act like she knows something that nobody else knows about dealing with breakups, right? Everyone's heard all this stuff. Listen to me, I have something new. The reason that everybody's heard all this stuff is because it fucking works. When something works,
here, I got some advice for you. Don't be a fucking pussy.
It gets repeated, right? When people say, wow, I lost weight doing this, and then it ends up working, what do you think people start doing? They start doing that thing and it catches on, right? So at the end of the day, the reason that people have been told forever that when you're broken up with and you're dealing with hardships is to go to the gym and remain productive is because that's the most effective way to deal with the breakup and to overcome these feelings of sorrow and emptiness, right? So yeah, she's not discovering anything new. It's just kind of, like I said, hogwash. But this is, again, her advice to men is very much not the biggest deal and not why we're here, because she then went on after this clip to make a tweet completely unrelated to dating and relationships, which is this.
To me, you step on the mats. When you step on the mats, everything else kind of melts away. Pokimane is also getting a lot of criticism for this take, where she said, I miss when streaming was about gaming, not just drama baiting and clip farming. And people are like, bro, that's
why are you getting upset on the internet? Don't do it. Don't do it, especially a person like Pokimane, who really doesn't know how to take heat from the internet.
Literally you.
They get upset,
comments like,
and you just get yourself in a cycle of being upset.
Like it's her fault, or at least she's one of the primary people feeding into the culture that she's claiming to dislike. And
True.
I miss when people were self-aware of their own responsibility of the current drama culture of streamers. Pokey started goon baiting.
I hate that everything's always about drama. Proceeds to talk about drama constantly, every day.
Meta, and now she fell off the internet massively for decades now. What? Decades? That person's a little bit cuckoo, but yeah, you know, nice attempt, I guess. And then we got this one saying, why does she participate in it then? Don't get... I'm still laughing at the other comment, excuse me. Don't get in the batter's box if you don't want to play baseball. And my favorite LA millionaire streamer has...
So yeah, basically I think the irony of this statement by Pokimane, basically saying that streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. There's a few issues with this, right? There's a few things about why I think this is so funny, right? She doesn't understand. For her, when she sees streaming being something where she can succeed just by sitting in front of a camera and playing a video game, that's not because of the video game. She's like, I miss when streaming was about gaming. It was never about the gaming. Like for you, the reason you have followers is because you stand there with what some consider to be a pretty face and a nice body and a nice voice, and you're playing video games, right? You are not a man. You're a woman in a predominantly male enjoyed field, right? You're playing video games. Most people who enjoy watching video games are men, right? So when you're getting these viewers, it's not from the game itself. It's because you're there. So I think it's very funny that she's like, oh, I miss when it was just about gaming. It's like, if it was just about gaming, you would be out of a fucking job, right? It's about
True.
gaming with you in the fucking corner with filters on.
Oh, and let me tell you, it's about to start getting to be about gaming again pretty soon, but a specific kind of gaming. Specifically gambling.
Makeup on, you know, saying people's names and stuff. So yeah, and then goon baiting as well. That's another part of it. And now she says drama baiting and clip farming. So it's like, listen, if we're going to talk about drama baiting and clip farming, those are two separate things.
And that's literally when you bring that up and you say that, that's what you're doing. You're drama baiting and clip farming. That you're just doing the same thing.
Clip farming is something that only exists now because of TikTok and Instagram Reels. You can say that you miss when something was like, you know, however it was when you were fucking, you know, running shit, excuse me. But that's back in like 2018, 2019. That's before TikTok. That's before Instagram Reels. That's before YouTube Shorts. Streamers have to clip farm to grow now. That's the method. You get a viral clip on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. People are interested in your content. They're like, that was pretty funny. Is this guy a streamer? Where does he stream? And then they check you out. It's what's called a content funnel. People have to adapt. They have to use these new systems to grow their audience. They can't just game. They can't just sit there and play video games and blow up, right? They, whether they like it or not, are going to have to play the game a little.
I've been trying to figure this out slowly over the past 2 years. and I'm figuring some stuff out, man. I'm popping off a little bit on Instagram right now.
Bit, right? They have to drama bait, they have to clip farm. And so yeah, drama baiting is a different thing, but it exists for the same reason that clip farming does, which is to grow people's channels, right? Like, again, this is super, like,
I pretty much use clips on other platforms to get people to my YouTube and Rumble.
And I hate this word, but it's truly a privileged thing to say. You know, if everyone could just sit
Also Odyssey, I also upload on Odyssey.
down and play video games and get a fucking $5 million house, what do you think we'd all be doing? It's not like that. The reason that I'm talking about you right now on YouTube is because my assumption is people want to see this sort of content. And so I know that because it performs, I'll end up probably getting more money and more views, right? And that contributes to my lifestyle and my future. So if I could just upload videos of me playing Clash Royale or, you know, me jerking off or something, well, maybe not jerking off, that's a different one. But if it was just this simple, no face cam, no mic, just me playing video games, yeah, I'd do it. But we're not in 2012 anymore. So this is incredibly privileged and retarded. But anyway.
And I'm still going to just treat it like it's 2012, but I'm doing a lot of different stuff. Like, for instance, with this show, I've got a whole bunch of different reaction style videos that I do in one show in segments.
This one streaming was about gaming. And my favorite LA millionaire streamer, Hassan.
And I also do gaming.
Piker is graciously giving us another clip.
I figured because we're talking about Pokimane, we should also take a look at Hassan. Let's just see what this is. If it's interesting, we'll watch. If not, we'll skip.
Here. It's really wonderful. He's apparently very sad. He's very sad that his trip over in China hasn't gone more viral and that it hasn't really helped him get traction or whatever.
No, it just made him more of a lol cow. He can't help it, man. He doesn't get it. He's retarded. And everything that he does, it just feeds into the fact that he's a lol cow.
This is our last day in Chengdu, and let me tell you, chill ass Chengdu. I absolutely love it. Chengdu is goated.
Dude, like, not helping your case, man.
It's amazing. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, so we're not.
Don't get mad on the internet. Do not do it. And, like, I guess just be more self-aware. I don't know what to tell him, man. I don't know what else to say.
Not watching this, I just decided his brain is just too slow for me. XQC calls out Poki, so we'll just go back to Pokimane because this is the subject of the video.
You get the point. I don't know what's going on with these streamers, but Ludwig is also mad. So we've got XQC calls out Pokimane and the rest of the Twitch aristocracy for their farming of anti-gambling content and current day silence on the matter. Then out of nowhere, Ludwig rolls in and starts shilling for Pokimane. Gets all mad at XQC. So as you can see, this is
because they're all in an LA streamer cult.
Related to the take from Pokimane that we covered earlier in the video, where she was saying that she misses when streaming was about gaming, not drama baiting and clip farming. And XQC said, daily reminder that I was doing GTA RP by day, slots by night in my corner of streaming until everyone, her, framed me in Trainwrecks for drama and clicks. Miss me with that energy, walk the walk. Afterwards, the most...
She, back when slots were allowed on Twitch, was such a huge, like, critic of this. She was like, this is so bad for the platform, whatever, criticizing Train and XQC. And
yeah, she has no room to talk when it comes to content being bad for a platform.
You can say what you want. Like, at the end of the day, gambling obviously is addictive and it can lead to people ruining their lives. Whether we're talking about something that's good or bad, it's like, that's a separate conversation from if something should be allowed. A lot of bad things are allowed. And I think at the end of the day, like, just trying to morally grandstand about one particular issue is just, it just shows that you're selective more against the people than the actual thing. Because why didn't she call out Dave Portnoy? Why didn't she call out, you know, Dana White or like anybody else who's like probably made 10x the money off gambling than XQC and Train have? Obviously, because these two people share a platform with her. So
yep, and it doesn't create drama slop bullshit funnel. If you're talking about those people, if you're talking about celebrities that everybody already knows is garbage. No, you got to pick fights with people that are in your space to create click farms.
It's definitely just selective. It's just
the same thing that she was bitching about.
Something where the issue itself isn't the issue. Ironically, it's the people who are associated with it.
Prominent streaming circle completely dissolved. Relationships broken. We ended up so divided that Kick had to be made, which, even though it created competition, divided us even more. Want streaming to be more about games? Play games. Then Ludwig sees this and says, you can reply to her post directly. It's on the same website. And XQC says, not trying to talk to her about it. That's the whole point. We've been over this and done that. Why are you acting like I'm subtweeting or making a sly comment? She makes a public statement about the state of affairs. I reply to the public with context to why it's the way it is. XQC wasn't done there. He added, also, I just read this again, and what the frick are you even saying? People know where I stand on everything always. Do you think she doesn't know that's how I view things? Pick on related. It's the freaking
and he's got the jelly right there. That's classic, dude. That's awesome. I fuck with this heavy.
like jelly thing. And then we got Ludwig responding saying, yeah, just say it to her instead of replying to Fearbuck. You're 30 years old. Learning how to grow a spine from jelly with. And laughs. Now, I find this especially funny because there is a clip of Ludwig that's going viral right now that I'm going to show you next, where this very successful streamer that I've never heard of, but is like 16 years old, was flirting with Cutie Cinderella, but like not directly. You know, he was complimenting her on his stream, but clearly in a flirtatious manner. And Ludwig got extremely upset at this, talking about...
There's no way that Ludwig is going to get mad at Rakai. Meanwhile, his own girlfriend is looking at Hassan's dick and balls.
Yeah, that's just kind of ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? I think he was just being emotional.
Doesn't this costume make my dick look big? Isn't that what was said? Like, he basically exposed this. And then Ludwig goes, that's crap.
All these people, all these LA streamers, they're all a circle of fucking degenerate freaks.
Ass.
How he wants to like beat the kid up if he wasn't 16. And it's like, just the other week we had a clip of of Cutie Cinderella talking about how Hassan was like trying to show her
not pre-watched
his package, right?
No, it's just part of the pattern, man. We can call it as we see it. It's so easy to predict.
And Ludwig seemed like he didn't care at all about that. But when it's a 16-year-old, suddenly he's gonna act like a real
dude. I think it's because he's black, bro. He's being racist.
Real tough dude. Like, I'm gonna protect my girlfriend. But when it's Hassan, he's full on with like the shot collar on, right? Like the dog meme. So just for context, if you haven't seen the Cutie Cinderella,
it's actually concerning how well his head fits on the dog right here. Just to move my camera, take a peek. Isn't that like absurd how well that fits?
Full on with like the shot
it's
collar
pretty good.
On, right? Like
it's one of the greatest memes of all time.
The dog meme. So just for
and it's never gonna stop. It's always gonna be there.
Context. If you haven't seen the Cutie Cinderella clip I mentioned, I'll play that one.
Haunting Hassan.
First. It's only like 30 seconds. And then I'll play the new one. And just compare how he acts in both of these clips.
Hassan.
Naughty.
Hassan is naughty.
Addicted to Zins.
Addicted to Zins. Posts his package online. Tells his friends to look at it.
Ew.
He also, during Fear and, he put on his costume and he came in and he said, you can see my dick in this. And I said, Hassan, I'm not looking. And then he proceeded to...
Like, she's talking about it like he's being quirky. Like, this is a funny thing. It's a disgusting thing that friends do. This is not... This ain't right, man. This is not what normal people do.
Hump the air. And he said, look. Crass. And I said, I'm not looking.
That's crass.
And Will did the same thing.
What a vagina.
Dude, you can't make this up. This guy is something else, dude.
They both really wanted me to see their...
You don't think it's weird that Cutie's female friends are trying to make her look at their penises?
Or you mean her male friends?
Male friends.
Her male friends. Sorry, that is what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's even worse, actually. It wasn't even just Hassan. It was two different dudes, two men trying to expose themselves to Cutie Cinderella. And that's how he acts. Now, once again, compare that to this clip.
Cinderella look mad good. She look mad. I ain't like Cutie Cinderella look mad.
I just want to say, by the way, also, Hassan was liking memes about fan fiction of Hassan and QT being secretly together.
Mad good. In that motherfucker stream. Girl. I don't know who did you hear that day? Your makeup.
The fuck is happening right now?
Whoa. Cause bitch, you look good as fuck. You feel me? I'm like, hold on. I'll play in the snow, but not like that. But it had to just, you feel me? Like, she was looking mad good. Breakout streamer of the year.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny.
She was some shit like that, like, breakout streamer of the year. You feel me? Like, I'm like,
that's actually pretty funny.
You feel me?
Embracing being old.
Does his chair have Wi-Fi? What is that?
You feel me? Like, I'm like,
that's actually really funny.
Embracing being old, man.
It is what it is, man. I had a 16-year-old who was coming at my girl yesterday, and I can't do shit about it.
Damn. Yeah, because then
I know.
Cry about it more on the internet.
You're a grown-ass man. I hate. Damn.
Yes, I can't do
Yeah, don't be mad.
shit. I have to fight a 16-year-old. What am I supposed to do?
He wins. If you get mad, he wins.
All right. Who's a 16-year-old? I'll do it.
Have you heard it? His name's Rakai.
What did Rakai do?
He was saying he was talking about Cutie's looks. He was saying that she was, you know, like
She's a figure online. Like, get the fuck over it. She's hot.
She was, I don't know what the exact words.
Bro.
Gorgeous, beautiful.
Oh.
He's making moves on my girl, and what am I supposed to do? He's a 16-year-old.
That's shit.
Even if he's doing this, like, saying this for content, trying to pick a fight for content, this is just lame.
Yep. Yeah. Welcome to my life, bro.
Breakout streamer of the year.
Is
this is rough.
What did he say? He just said that she's beautiful. I feel like that's not that crazy, right?
It wasn't that innocent.
It was.
And who cares?
It was a little worse than, like, it wasn't like,
Who cares?
like, oh, she's so pretty.
So if you and Rakai are in a room right now, what are you doing?
That's so fucking gay, dude. Like, grow up.
He's 16. I'm doing nothing.
You a better man than
Like,
me.
what would you do anyway? You gonna fight a guy because he said your girlfriend is hot online? It's insane.
Yeah, I would have.
Get fucking real.
Hey, welcome to prison.
So yeah, that 16-year-old Ricard probably didn't even know that Ludwig is dating Cutie Cinderella, because he sure doesn't.
That's probably true as well. Yeah, he also is like, he probably doesn't even know. He just was curious if he won Breakout Streamer of the Year. And so he basically was probably just tuning in for that. Yeah.
Act like it. And like, he's going to crash out on that 16-year-old, talking about like, oh, if he was older, I would totally fight him. Yeah, sure.
I don't know if he said that, to be honest. I mean, this just seems like a misunderstanding. And it's annoying because
I think it's just super lame. Like, that's it. That's, I don't know what else to say.
Dog on Ludwig, but this just seems like a misunderstanding. Like, I don't think Rakai knew Ludwig is, you know, her boyfriend, and I also don't think
it fucking matters. Like, when
that Ludwig thinks that Rakai doesn't know that. So I think Ludwig thinks he's doing that on purpose. I don't think Rakai is doing that on purpose. So anyway, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like,
also she's 30 and he's like 16.
Like, who the fuck cares? You know, it's a small thing. This will be forgotten by the time this video drops.